partly cloudy. It was 42 at Duluth, 57 at the Twin Cities, and 52 at Rochester. Once again at 6 a.m. in Ladysmith, it was 45 degrees, or 7 degrees Celsius. The dew point was 45. The relative humidity was 100%. The wind was calm. The pressure was 30.38 inches and rising.
Good morning. Man, did it get cold. It's like 40 degrees. I woke up around 2 a.m. just so I could turn the heat on because the cold woke me up. But another day, another dollar. Just did my pre-trip. I got another 5 minutes I gotta wait because we have to take 15 minutes to do a pre-trip, and mine don't take me that long. But the plan is we're gonna get to Nestle, deliver these steel racks. Should be there in about 30 minutes. And then I don't know what's going on after that. I don't have my next load yet. I will find out. We have 13 hours and 40 minutes. Alrighty, just like that, it's time to get rolling. The guy that was parked to the right of me, he was here before I got here yesterday, and I didn't see him once until now. He's doing his pre-trip right now. I like him. I know there's a lot of truck drivers, as soon as they get to the truck stop, they like hibernate in their truck until it's time to go. I can't do that. I gotta get out and stretch my legs. So recap, we are going to a Nestle plant over in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Got as far as we could yesterday.
Turn left at the stop sign, then take the first left.
Yeah, we only got about 30 minutes of driving till we get there. Complaining about the cold. Now it's too warm in the truck. I forgot to turn the APU off. I had that running. The cold woke me up, so I turned on the heat. And I want to get sick. You know, these privacy curtains that separate the cab from the sleeper berth, oh, they work. There's probably about a 30-degree difference between the cab and the sleeper berth.
Left on Wisconsin 29 West.
I just walked back there to get my drink pop in the morning because I like coffee, but as soon as that coffee wears out, I gotta keep drinking it to stay awake. So pop works out just perfect for me. Never thought I'd be drinking pop this early in the morning until I started trucking. Yeah, anyways, I walked back there to grab a pop from the fridge and I started sweating. So it's good to know, because I haven't done this in the winter yet. It's good to know that it'll stay nice and warm back there when I need it to. The only thing I need to get a better blanket. I have kind of a light summer blanket, if you want to call it that. And yeah, it's not very warm, so we're going to have to... When I get my home time next, whether it's next week or a week and a half from now, I'm gonna have to go to I don't know if I want to go to Walmart. I might go to like a more higher end store, and I want to get a good quality blanket. It's gonna work and keep me warm in the winter. I love the mornings. It's so peaceful. Be sad to get rid of this load. So light, 1,300 pounds. shifting, easy uphill, easy braking. But knowing my luck, I'll probably get like a 48,000 pound load for my next run. Well, we'll see.
Continue on Wisconsin 20.
And that's that. We are empty. That took all of 15 minutes to unload. I think I spent more time walking around the building to find a bathroom to use than I actually did unloading. Still no pre-plan on my next load. The planners back home, they know I'm running low on hours, but I still have quite a bit of time today. I like having my pre-plan while I'm unloading so I know what direction I'm heading once I'm done. But since I have no pre-plan, I'm just gonna head back to that truck stop I slept at last night until I get some word back from home where I'm going next. They may just, I doubt it, but they may just have me do my 34 once I shut down in about, I'll be there in about 20 minutes, not that far. It's the closest truck stop in the area. I was kind of, I wasn't delivering, okay, so I was delivering to the Nestle factory, but it was for a construction company that's doing a project there. So, they kind of, like Nestle, it's all on like food products, obviously, so when you go to Nestle, usually you're in a dry van or a reefer and you back into one of their loading docks. Me, I'm in a flatbed. This load had to get unloaded from the side. So they kind of had me just hanging out in the middle of their driveway while they unloaded me real quick. So I can't sit there all day waiting for my next pre-plan. So I had just enough time to say, hey, I know I'm blocking the driveway, but I really gotta use the bathroom. And so I just used the bathroom and I left.
1.25 miles, turn right on Wisconsin 29 East.
We're on County Road T, north of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. About to get back on 29. like to get a load where I don't have to be there for, 3.5, maybe 4 days. That way I can go pick it up today, get as far as I can today, and then shut down, do my 34-hour reset, and then get to my next place. That way I'm still making money.
Turn right on Wisconsin 29 East.
I know there's a Menards distribution center around here. But the planners, they have to look at my clock. Turns out I only have 5 hours coming available tomorrow. Basically, I'm recapping the hours I used last Monday when I delivered those coils down to Rising Sun, Ohio. And that wasn't a long day. It was only like a 5-hour drive. And then if you remember, they ended up being closed. So I ended up just going to a truck stop and shut down. So you get back the hours you used the following week. So they made, while they do have a Menards out here, where I can easily go pick up a load, it might not be a load that's going to work with the hours I have available. I did just pass it's called the Eau Claire Travel Plaza. I've stopped there once before. They have kind of a weird setup. It's like half of their lot is for locals that drop off their trailers. There's only like 4 other parking spaces available, and I don't want to get there. They tell me I'm doing my reset, and then someone's knocking on my window at night telling me I gotta move. So in my opinion, it's safer to just go where I know I can park for extended amount of time. That's one of the biggest things when you're planning out your trips. You got to figure out where you're going to park. Obviously I'm not in a car. I can almost park anywhere. Parking's very, very limited for us truckers. Traffic, that can screw all your plans up, especially if you're running low on hours. I had one night where I think I was in either New York or New Jersey. It was about 2 months ago. I was out of hours and I saw a bunch of trucks pull over on this off-ramp parked. There were no signs that said no parking, so I pulled over and parked behind them. I wasn't really comfortable doing that, but I didn't have a choice. I was out of time. And our company doesn't like us doing that either. But what choice do I have? Any truckers out there knows how scarce parking is. We're on the East Coast, and a lot of places they charge you $20 a night. I'm not paying that. Because I know I'm going to have to fight with my company to get reimbursed. They'll just tell me, oh, well, you could have went somewhere else. No, I couldn't, because I was out of hours. And the other thing that sucked about parking on that off-ramp is I was parked uphill. So like the whole night I had trouble sleeping because my bed was on an angle. So I avoid those off-ramp parking situations at all costs. Well, autumn is definitely upon us. It's that time of the year. You see a lot of these leaves are changing color. They're not at their peak foliage yet, but about another 2 weeks. It's definitely colder up here than it is back home. I'm not even that far from Chicago, but it's cold up here. So the cold woke me up last night. I woke up freezing. I had to turn on the heat. That's the plan. That's all I really got for you here right now. Head back to the truck stop, park, and then wait for my next load assignment. That's all I can do at this point. Well, just like I thought, they sent us to Menards. I'm not a big fan of coming here because it's never one spot where I get loaded. They send you to one spot, then you gotta drive, go to another spot, then another spot, then another spot. So I'm not too happy about that, considering the limited time I have available. And they want half of this load to get dropped off tonight down in Illinois. Kind of a dumb system if you ask me. At least they're keeping me moving. Well, I'm happy about that. Well, 2 hours later, I'm still waiting to get loaded. I'm at my first station. 3 more to go after this. When I got here, there was 5 trucks ahead of me. Let's see. I'm parked here. There's one there, and then 2 more down there. I'm at the Menards in Eau Claire. I'm at the extrusion lot, and every time I come to this certain area, they always got just one guy running a forklift. So it's always, I'm here for like half a day just waiting to get loaded. But yeah, to be continued. Well, it's nighttime. And I just finished at Menards. I wanted to keep this channel PG-13, but this place was a complete shit show today. So I got here at 11 o'clock, and I had to go to 4 different stations. They don't just load you in the same place. You go from one building to the next building, to the next building, to the next building. And the first stop I had was the extrusion lot, extrusion board or paneling, whatever the hell it is. I had to wait almost 4 hours until I got loaded there. They had a parade of forklifts, you know, doing their thing in the yard, but only one of them was loading us. So I had to wait 4 hours. I told them I still had 3 other stops, so be mindful of how you load me, because I know that stuff is pretty heavy. I was like, all right, I got you. he loads me from front to back, and there's still like 15 feet left on my trailer, on the rear of my trailer. I'm like, you sure this isn't going to be overweight on my drive tires? He's like, no, you'll be fine. We do this all the time. I'm like, all right. So then I go to the next station, which was, my map here. DC Treat Yard, whatever the hell that means. It was just more random stuff thrown in my trailer. He goes, yeah, so there's a scale here. I got loaded there. It took them 5 minutes to load me in that yard. And then from there, I had to go to Board and Steel to get more random stuff. So before I go there, I scale, and sure enough, my steer tires were at 13,000 pounds, and my drives were at 38,000. They overloaded me. They put too much weight in the front of my trailer. I knew it. And I tried telling him. He's like, oh, you'll be fine. So then I had to go back to that yard, and they had to take 3 batches of that stuff off. I said, hey, I'm almost 5,000 over on my steers. I exaggerated the numbers a little bit because I wanted to take off more so I didn't have to come back again. And keep in mind, these yards, they're not all on one property. They're all in the same like neighborhood, but you got to go down the main street. So I got to strap the load if I'm going down the main street from one yard to the next. So I strap there, get to the next place, unstrap so we can throw more stuff on, strap, go over to scale, find out I'm overweight, have to go back to the first yard, unstrap so they could take a couple batches off, restrap, then I go to Board and Steel, unstrap, then they put more random stuff on me, then I got to strap again, then I come over here to the truss yard, and he's like, there's no way we can make this work. So he had to unload the entire trailer and shift everything over to the rear. So we got well, not everything, just half of it. So one pile of extrusion in the front, and then another pile of extrusion in the back, both with random stuff stacked on top of it. Matter of fact, let's go outside and I'll show you. I ended up using 20 straps on this load. So I hate coming to Menards and Lowe's and Home Depot because they just throw random crap on the trailer. So here's all this white package stuff that's all extrusion. And then there's, I don't even know what the hell that stuff is up there. Random, so we got a random board on the top. And then this pile in the back was like right behind this, right here. So like this much room free in the back. And I knew I was going to be overweight. So we got like dowel boards. I have no idea what's under that. More extrusion and just random stuff. And I used 20 straps on this load. And then I got like 3.5 feet of overhang. I'm only allowed to have 4, so I'm just barely legal. Nine hours I was here today. 9 hours. It's unacceptable, Menards. And this has happened to me before. Never this bad though. And it was at this location in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. 9 hours. Luckily, most of those 9 hours were spent just sitting around waiting. So I didn't burn up any of my 70 hours. How much time do I have available? Yeah, so I still have 8 hours available and I'm getting 5 back tomorrow. And I have to go down to, this load has 2 stops. One in the first one's in Fox Lake at an actual store. And I'm guessing, usually the way it works, is they're going to take all the random stuff that's piled on the top. And that's going to be, they'll put that for sale in the store. And then all those extrusion boards, it's going to their other distribution center in Plano, Illinois, which is close to Aurora, the Aurora, Montgomery area. But what a day. What a day. I drove 94 miles today. But yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. I know I'm kind of ranting here, but they need to all the other yards were fine. They got me in and out. It's just that extrusion lot. And every time I come here, I always start off there, and they're the problem. They take forever, and then half the times you got to come back because they overload you. It's like, I'm not going to take this down to Illinois, or anywhere for that matter, knowing I'm overweight. Those forklifts have scales on them, and they're supposed to be adding it up. And the problem with when you go from if the shipper and consignee are the same people, in this case it's Menards, it's going from one Menards to another. This happens all the time because they're trying to move as much product as they can. But I'm not going to get a ticket. No. Fix it. But yeah, it's part of the job, I guess. But yeah, today was a bad day. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat it. Complete waste of time. I would have rather been doing my 34-hour reset than have to deal with this crap. And I still gotta worry about doing recaps the rest of the week. Well, this is the bad side of the job. And now that I'm out of time, I'm stuck sleeping at the shipper. And we're not even supposed to overnight here, but I told, the way it works here, you get your bill of lading from the security. There's a security gate at every yard that you go into. I told him I'm out of time. I'm parking right here. He's like, all right, that's fine. So you got a problem with it, go talk to your boys across the street at the extrusion yard, because they're the ones that screwed up my day. Oh. But I got a fridge full of food. I got pop. Just won't be able to take a shower tonight. I could use one really bad because even though it's not that hot out, I had to strap and unstrap 4 times. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. So yeah, have a good night, I guess. I'm gonna try and salvage the rest of my day. Good night.